Greetings and welcome to KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. Nailed It, the show. Host Nicole Byer, who is pictured here, accuses Netflix of whitewashing. Well, you remember some time back, we had Monique, who also accused Netflix of something very, how shall I say, tinges of racism, but more so on the gender side, and probably her race might have had something to do with it too, considering the fact that they offered the white comedian, and I forget her name, she's not worthy of my memory, but nonetheless they offered her something like $12 or $13 million when they were trying to offer Monique $500,000. You all remember that, but that's not what this video is about. This is about Nicole Byer, who, she is the star of the show Nailed It. Without her, the show would probably be rather dry, and people probably wouldn't even watch it. But nonetheless, I saw an episode because I wanted to learn more about who Nicole Byer is and why she would accuse Netflix of whitewashing. And here's what I found out. Nailed It host Nicole Byer has accused Netflix of whitewashing. The comedian's comments come after she was alerted to a thumbnail image that was being used to promote the series. Despite fronting the streaming service's baking show, the picture in question featured Judge Jack Torres and an assistant director called Wes. Byer took to social media to air her grievances before deleting the messages after the picture was removed following a conversation with an executive. And so, I know you're wondering, what picture? What image? What is she talking about? Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Damn. As you can see, picture here, Nicole Byer turned incredibly pale. She turned incredibly white. Or shall I say pink? A little bit of orange, maybe? Anyways, Byer took to social media to air her grievances before deleting the messages after the picture was removed following a conversation with an executive. In a series of now deleted Twitter posts, she wrote, "If Netflix didn't sign my checks and give me a huge platform and opportunity to showcase my comedy, I would talk about how disrespectful this is to me as a black woman. Also, how black women are a lot of times erased from many different conversations," she says. Well, family, before I continue, the reason why this is rather important, because A, Netflix is showing their pure racism, even though they have a slew of excuses as to why they did it in the first place. But see, if those excuses were legitimate, before I get these trolls coming onto my comment section, leaving me trollish ass dumb statements, before you even go there, if Netflix wasn't so racist and they thought their excuses were legitimate, they would have kept this up. But instead, they removed it. Anyways, she says, "I would talk about how it makes me know my true value as a host of the show, where I work incredibly hard to elevate the material given to me." She continues, "Lots of moments people love are improvised," she continued to comment. So in other words, there's a lot of moments in the show that are fun entertaining and whatnot that she brings to the table. This is part of her personality that elevates the show, and then they pull this on her. And again, she called it out right. This is called whitewashing. It's where you take a great black talent and you replace it with a white face. You know, like they did back in the days. To all my beloved dear brothers and sisters, by the way, great entertainers in the music industry, where back in the day, instead of putting those black people on their own album covers, they would put white people on the covers just to quote unquote sell the music, even though white people knew it was black people who produced and created the music. They, meaning white culture, decided that, well, if you want to sell it, you need to put us on the cover, you know, because we need to get our attention in the whole thing. We have to be vain and use our vanity some kind of way. After all, you guys, we just feel you guys are like property anyways. You know, this is their mentality, I'm sure. And again, before you trolls even think about coming into my comments section, you better think hard about that one. You better have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. You better have your SHIT together. But I digress. Nicole Byer continues by saying, I would talk about how this essentially whitewashing for more views, but they sign my checks, and I'm honestly so happy and grateful to and for the show, and no sarcasm. I love my job and wish to keep it, so I'll be quiet, unquote. So I'm sorry, family, for going off a little bit on the picture there, but so do you understand what she's saying? In other words, she's kind of backpedaling a little bit because after all, she doesn't want to upset the white establishment. I won't be calling you zaddy and all, a white zaddy and a daddy or nothing like that. You can hang that up. No, white establishment. She is backpedaling a bit because she doesn't want to upset that. So as she's saying that she loves her job, I love my job and wish to keep it, so I'll be quiet. Huh. So after updating her followers with the news that there was a thumbnail image with her face, she added, quote, I deleted my last set of tweets because I talked to one of the execs on my show about it, and the thrilling conclusion is the removal of the image and a conversation about how the thumbnails are made and selected that I'm happy with. So at least it sounds like Nicole Byer gained somewhat of some respect from Netflix to at least give her the respect to review the thumbnails regarding the show, since after all, a lot of the success of the show has a lot to do with her, Nicole Byer. Anyways, I'm going to end this video off here. You tell me what you think in the comments section. This is KSOL, Black Talk Radio, the new black media. We'll see you in the next video.